going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dead on Dave, and you are watching yet another Wrestling Reportedly, because there's all kinds of rumors and stuff going on each and every single day in the wrestling world, and somebody has to make sense of it. Sometimes I like the wrestling news that's coming out. Sometimes I think wrestling journalism is fucking stupid. But sometimes little tidbits of information gets out there that really gets me excited. And I've been asked this question many, many times. What's your ultimate dream match? And I've given different answers depending on my mood. But the latest match that is being floated, leaked, reported, whatever you want to call it, really has gotten my wrestling dick harder than it's been in a very long time. And as you can see right here, Royal Rumble. It is being apparently discussed in some circles. AJ Styles and Shawn Michaels. Now look, I know what you're thinking. Shawn's old. Yes, he is. He's almost 50. He's got to be pushing it. You know, he's right around there, right? And that is a concern. However, if there is one guy that I feel that he could go into a match with very little build, with very little warm-up, with very little prep, and still deliver at the highest level that we are expecting a Shawn Michaels match to deliver at, it's AJ Styles. This match, if it were to happen, could be the greatest match in the history of wrestling. We are talking about the greatest in-ring performer in the history of the business in Shawn Michaels. No one's ever done it better. Maybe there are people who have executed more excellently over a longer period of time, but nobody has performed consistently as entertaining over the stretch that he did quite like Shawn Michaels. Now, there is a guy who is certainly giving that legacy a run for its money. And in 5 to 10 years from now, I'm sure this man's name is going to be in the conversation. Of course, that is the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Shawn, I don't know, could ever be accused of being an elite speaker, but he was always able to elicit emotion with how he spoke. He had great comedic timing, things like that. AJ is very much in that same vein on the promo side of it, where he may not be a fantastic speaker. However, he does have a really, really good sense of comedic timing in certain moments. And these two together in the ring is even a greater parallel. Like, nobody really wanting them at first. Direction, the misdirection, the misfires, and all of those things. And then building into this global superstar, mainly because built on the back of their in-ring performances. These two are made to meet. And it's a shame that they haven't. This match needs to happen. Now look, when I'm doing Wrestling Reportedly, I usually don't. I just make fun of the people coming up with the news. However, AJ Styles himself is helping fan the flames. It's a match that he wants, and he tweeted this out. This wonderful photo for Royal Rumble. This is pretty cool. This is pretty damn cool, I have to say. Just a really neat picture. He tweeted, obviously he didn't make it, somebody else made it, but he tweeted this out with the message, interesting photo, don't you think? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like that he's teasing it. Everything that AJ Styles has done in the WWE has been friggin' brilliant. And yes, it's true this week. Ryback once again flapped his gigantic bowling ball head and started talking about how Vince said that he was supposed to squash AJ Styles at WrestleMania. No, I don't believe it. I'm sorry. I'm glad that AJ, kind of came to the defense of the boys in the back and didn't bury Ryback for saying it. But AJ's got to know what kind of a stupid remark that is. It makes absolutely no sense. Because what AJ has done since he's been in WWE is just consistently perform. And I'm one of the only guys who really called his success, and I'm not patting myself on the back, But a lot of people were talking about how AJ was just going to be buried. And I go back to the contract negotiations that kind of leaked out about, would he stay? Would he go? He almost re-signed with TNA, but something made him decide to go ahead and go to WWE. I believe two things are the onus of that. One is a ridiculous amount of money over probably a 3-year period, which I believe is the contract. A ridiculous amount of money. I believe they're paying the hell out of AJ Styles right now, and he's worth every penny. The other, I believe, conversations with Vince and Triple H about how he would be used. Some sort of creative direction, or else why come? Why come? He's killing it in Japan. He could have went back to TNA. He could have gone to Ring of Honor. He could have done whatever he wanted. He didn't need to go to WWE. There's reasons for going back because he's been there before, just in very small, tiny little roles. But still, he's been there before. So going there at this point in his career, there had to be a reason for it. With everything that we've seen out of AJ Styles, a match at Royal Rumble with Shawn Michaels almost makes too much sense not to happen. Aside from that pesky little problem of, Shawn being retired and being one of the only guys sticking to retirement, which I have the utmost respect for him. But let's look at this for a second. Everybody has one more match. Everybody, even Goldberg now, one more match. Shawn, if he's going to do it, you do it now. You do it now because there's not much more time where you're going to be able to really capitalize on this physically. He looked great at WrestleMania last year when he came out. He was in tremendous shape. That was incredible. Could you imagine this taking place? I know I'm talking about this probably longer than most would think I would have, but it's because it excites me. It's probably one of the only true dream matches that are left that really gets my wrestling libido a-pumping. And I want to see this. I want to see this so bad because Shawn is my favorite of all time. You guys know that. Look at the shirt behind me. I caught it when I was in Iraq. Camp Spiker, Iraq. Friggin' 2007 Tribute to the Troops. I caught it. Got it autographed by Triple H and Shawn Michaels. It's one of my favorite things in the whole world, even though my wife thinks she owns it. She doesn't. It's mine. I just tell her that it's hers because I don't want to fight. It's one of my favorite things in the whole world. I love it. I love that too. That's a Cubs jersey. Go Cubs. Ha Shawn is my favorite. All time. But AJ is up in my top 5 now, man. What he has done over his career and then what he's done in WWE with winning the title and how he's done it, elevating stars with him. He's done it all, and he's up there, man. I think AJ Styles is probably in my top 5 now with Ric Flair, Shawn, and a couple of others. I think that he's up there, man. He's amazing. So seeing these two together in a match of the caliber which I think that they could still put on intrigues me. Would I rather see it at WrestleMania? Maybe, because, Shawn is Mr. WrestleMania. That would be pretty damn cool. Then back-to-back matches for friggin' AJ Styles, Chris Jericho, and Shawn Michaels. Holy God. Be still my beating heart. Anyway, so that was the reported news that I wanted to talk about. And once again, let's look at this picture that AJ tweeted out to continue to fan the flames of this rumor. So that's what I wanted to talk about there. But there is another thing that I want to discuss. And this one's a little bit more difficult because I don't do this very often. I really don't. But I have to yell at certain wrestling fans. Not all wrestling fans. I don't believe in the term true wrestling fans or real wrestling fans. I don't believe it. It's bullshit. It's stupid. It makes you sound like a pretentious douche. I do, however, feel that there are wrestling fans out there that feel that they are true wrestling fans and real wrestling fans, that they are above the others, and they try to hijack shows, influence direction in what I consider to be harmful ways. Case in point, James Ellsworth, man. Mr. No Chin himself. He's in a feud with the aforementioned AJ Styles, or he's somewhere in a feud. He's being used in a rivalry with Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles, and now he has gotten 2 victories, both tainted, of course. I said tainted over AJ, but still, this is going on for so long, and fans chant for him. They go crazy for him because sometimes you want to root for the underdog. You want to root for the ridiculous, but this is getting out of hand. And now it might continue, because one thing Vince listens to is that money, 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 money. And right now on WWEshop.com, James Ellsworth's shirt, which is just a white circle and his head, is currently the top selling item on the website. It's outselling the latest Goldberg, Dean Ambrose, and Seth Rollins gear. And it makes me angry. You fuckers are harmful to the business, man. This is ridiculous. James Ellsworth was a nice story with Braun Strowman. In fact, he was even a nice story when he came out as a surprise tag team partner and then got destroyed. But now it's getting problematic. Now, for 2 weeks in a row on SmackDown, he has been a part of the main event. He is tarnishing SmackDown Live. And I'm looking really, really deep into the camera right now. Can you see my soul? Peer deeply, because I'm staring hard. Because it is tainting SmackDown. And it is putting a blemish on AJ Styles' character. And not in a positive way. A blemish, and that couldn't be positive at all. It's fucking shit up is what it's doing. And it's flustering me. And I'm frustrated. Because this is bullshit. It was cute and it was funny, and now it no longer is. Now it's dangerous. We're going to see this asshole in Royal Rumble. We're going to see him in WrestleMania. Look, I get it. Everybody wants to be positive now. Everybody wants to, nothing's bad. Nothing can be, no, let's not talk about, no, God damn it. There's guys like this jump in the line. Go to NXT. Do something. Do something that's, aside from being a funny looking guy, which is the only thing that he has going for him, do something to earn what's going on. But Dave, isn't him getting cheered earning it enough? No, it's not. Not when you're taking away from AJ Styles. Not when you are degrading the product on SmackDown. The last two SmackDowns have not been good. This SmackDown this week was absolute dumpster fire worthy. Throw that shit right in the dumpster. It's awful. And it's you guys to blame. We're going to get more of this shit. Because everybody bought his damn t-shirt. Now he's made money for their company. Now they're indebted to him. Now we're going to see him at Royal Rumble. We're going to see him at fucking WrestleMania. I'm going to kill myself. And it's your fault. I thought this was cute for a while. I did. I don't anymore. Time to go. It's over. It's finished. And so is this goddamn show. I'm done. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Thank you guys very much for joining me. By the way, we just surpassed 3,200 subs. I really appreciate everybody who's supporting the channel. I appreciate the new viewers that we're getting from my work over at Shot From The Point. I'm back there full time. A lot of you guys don't know, some of the newer people that are subbing to me now don't know I actually helped. I was there at the beginning. Tommy and I essentially created Shot From The Point together, and I was there for a long time. I've taken some time off. In fact, I took time away right before his explosion because I'm just that fucking, I can see things coming a mile away. The reality is I've been in a lot of pain, and I needed some time to work on my own channel a little bit more, and staying up all the times that I had to was just getting a little bit much, and then adding in shows, especially when things were still going on. It was still a hockey show, so hockey was in the summer, so there was really no point for me to be there. But now everything's going crazy, and we're having a good time, and I've been able to find ways to make everything work, and I'm glad to be there. We're having so much fun. I think we had a killer week of shows, and you guys have been really awesome in supporting me, and I really appreciate that, and coming over here and calling in. So thank you so much. We do have something coming up here in the next few days. Win, lose, or draw, man. Carolina Reaper, this bitch is getting eaten really soon. You see him. One of these is going to go down my suck hole. It's going to happen. I'd like to get a little bit more out of it. I got to be honest. You guys want me to do this during a live stream or something? We got to get a little bit more in donations. You can donate right in the description box below. You'll see the link to the Twitch alerts. You can go ahead and donate right through there. I'd like to get a little bit more. I want to get a PS4 out of this. It's probably the only way that I'm going to get one. I'm just being brutally honest here. So, Carolina Reaper, you want to see it destroy my mouth and then later my asshole? This is the way to do it. So, make sure you support that. Thank you guys very much for joining me once again right here on Wrestling Reportedly. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Tell me what you think. Shawn Michaels, AJ Styles, do you want to see it? We'll talk a little bit more about it later. Maybe we'll go live later on tonight. Who knows? Keep your eye out on the alerts because you never know what's going to happen, all right? We'll see you next time. Keep it copious. And as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. Like all those fuckers on my featured channels list. Go check them out, all right, man? Andre Corbiel, Gun Cannon, Jeff the Huff Huffman, Grand Slam 87, Jay Davis, Real Talk, Metaphor Messiah, come on, represent. And of course, Shot from the Point, Tommy C, my good buddy. Go ahead and check all of them out and so much more. We'll see you next time. And peace.